stream, so hopefully you guys can hear me. Um, Hope you're doing well and having a good day. Well, guys, today I'm going to talk about the Bitcoin halving. So, basically, the Bitcoin halving just happened about 4 blocks ago. Um, I just woke up and just got a message from my friend, and I'm just checking uh, the blockchain explorer, Bitcoin blockchain explorer, and I just had a check to see whether we were actually had had the Bitcoin halving, and from the blockchain, appear from the blockchain, which I'll show you in a second. It has happened. So this is a new era. This is this is the next halving. This is the only fourth halving in the history of Bitcoin. So the last couple of halvings, the same thing happened. It was pretty much a non-event. Nothing really happens. Okay, so for you guys that have never been through a halving, now you know. Nothing happens on the halving. Okay, just a bunch of meatheads get online and celebrate the halving, but there's nothing really to celebrate because nothing happens. Okay, just having a sip of my coffee. That's why I didn't have a party. There's no point to having a Bitcoin party because nothing happens. All right. But long term, the tokenomics, once it starts to take an effect, then we are going to see things happen. Okay, so so if we just go to this page here, hopefully you can see that on the browser. Now you can see this. This is the actual where the halving took place. About 5 blocks away. Each block is 10 minutes. So we're about less than an hour into the first Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin has 10-minute blocks every 10 minutes. It went from, now you probably can't see this on your screen, but on the right hand side, hang on, I'll try to show you. But on the right hand, like on as you see here, this is Bitcoin block 8,200 800. Sorry, I just woke up. 839,999, and you can see here the minted here. Okay, see it says minted. Oh, you can't really see it. I'll try to just hover over there. Okay, so you can say minted 6.25 BTC. All right, now that's what is minted on that block. All right, but when we go to 840,000, because there's a halving every 210,000 blocks. See, so if you divide 840 divided by 210,000, 840,000 divided by 210,000, you will get 4. And that's exactly where we're at. We're at the fourth halving. Now, this is when block 840,000 turned over, right? This block significant. This was the block that it switched from to 6.25 BTC per block to 3.1 whatever. Okay, 1213. And then you can see here, now that we went to this new block, which was the halving, you can't really see it because it's small, but I'll hover my cursor over it. You can see now there, see, 3.13. So it like clockwork, like freaking clockwork, as soon as it went to the next block, it halves, just as Satoshi Nakamoto described in the Satoshi white paper. Every 210,000 blocks, the halving will happen, and this is exactly what happened right there. So now it's producing only 3.13 Bitcoin. So what's that mean? It means that you're in deep shit if you have not got your Bitcoin or you're not accumulating Bitcoin. Now, it's not the end of the world because there's still plenty of time. Okay, now in my last couple of live streams, I talked about how now Hong Kong is now approved a Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF. So you can imagine Wall Street on steroids because China has got way more investors than Wall Street. Mainland China, there's 1.3 billion people in China. They're now going to legally be able to get their hands on Bitcoin because you guys, if you don't know, China banned, like in 2021, China banned mining and it banned cryptocurrency. But now that they're trying to, they must be able to try to prop up the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Now an ETF has been approved. Normal citizens in China technically will be able to buy Bitcoin. So that is going to be massive. So what's this happened now? So now that we're kind of like, we've moved on from the halving, and it's a significant event. What's going to happen now? Well, you can see here. See, the next Bitcoin halving now is in 210 another 210,000 blocks, or basically 1,395 days. So you're running out of time. You need to accumulate some fucking Bitcoin ASAP because you are going to be in the shit tube if you do not start taking this seriously and get your shit together. So you can't see these comments, but Tommy says the average Joe won't be able to get their hands exactly, Tommy. They're just not going to be able to get it. Now BTC, Moon or Mars. You can't see the comments because actually I might try to pull it up on Facebook, but it'll probably tell me to log in because of the software that I'm using. Let's just see. Because I'm using Restream, it's not going through it's going through a different IP address, which is a pain in the ass, and it's really annoying me. But anyway, basically, Sufyan Malik says now BTC, Moon or Mars. Well, I see. Depends on how you look at it. Let me just go back to the other page. It depends on how you look at it. Sufan, depends on how you look at it. I look at it long term. That's how you should look at BTC long term. The price of BTC will fall. There's rumors that BTC was going to moon at what do you call it? Price of BTC was going to moon. Let me just change this screen so you can see something better. Yeah, the price of BTC was going to moon, right? And then after the halving, it was going to drop. But we saw the kind of opposite to that, right? BTC mooned. BTC kind of dropped about a week ago, and it fell from like the 70s to now 61, 62. Now we're back up. So you just don't know. It could actually start to move forward to 80k. I really don't know. I'm not a charter. I don't look at charts. I just look at stuff long term. So I really don't. To me, I don't really care. The price of BTC is irrelevant to me because why? Because I adopted a dollar cost average strategy, and I've been doing that since 2016. So for me, it's just a buying opportunity because BTC technically is down, but I mean it's still up if you look at the ROI for the year. You know what I mean? So I know people just always gauge the price of BTC to the all-time high. So when it pulls back and say, "Oh, we're down," this is shit. No, it went up and then we pull back, but we're probably still above what they call the moving average or something like that. These are all technical terms that you can debate all day long if you're a trader, but really I couldn't care less. All I know is that I need to get more Bitcoin, okay? because the Bitcoin I have, I want more. Okay, who doesn't want more, right? And it's only going to get more valuable. And this is something that you need to think about because it is going to get more and more scarce. Let me show you this. If you want to get your ass, let me just show you this. Okay, this is shown from a friend of mine. Like, I've known about this, guys, for a long time. I've known about this. Just you're gonna shit your pants when you see this. Just give me a second. Let me find the link. Well, just watch this. Just watch this. I hope you can. Hang on. Okay, so this guy here his name is DaVinci 15, the black dude. Okay, on the left hand side, and he did a video. In 2000 and it was about 10 years ago. He did this video on Bitcoin, and he uploaded it to YouTube, and he just said, just buy one Bitcoin. And he said, please just buy one Bitcoin, right? Now, I didn't see this video. I mean, I wish I did, but I didn't get into Bitcoin till like, I bought my first Bitcoin with like $400, but even then it wasn't even a lot. That was a price. But then I kind of like, 2016, 2017 was when I really started to, accumulate Bitcoin, start to buy it. But by then the price was already like $600, $700. So this guy here, DaVinci 15, he did a YouTube channel. He's like, in my opinion, this guy's the OG of Bitcoin. Because he uploaded a video and he said, buy Bitcoin, and it was $1. He called it back then. So this guy here now, like this, obviously now we're fast forwarded, and this guy here on the left hand side, right hand side, I don't know who he is. He interviewed him, and this is what he said. Hope you can hear the audio. This is crazy. I've watched this so many times. Yeah, that's right. This guy's laughing his ass off. The DaVinci 15, he made a video and said buy Bitcoin. He bought 1 million Bitcoin. Now, obviously, he's probably spent some of it since, obviously, right? He wouldn't have held all his bags. But he bought 1 million Bitcoin at $1. So, I did the maths on it. It's a fucking shitload. It's, well, you can do it yourself now. Let's just say, obviously, that if he held, but he would have sold, because obviously, you need money. But if he didn't sell, and he held all his Bitcoin and never sold anything, he'd have 635. What? Yeah, he'd have 6 million. He'd have 63 billion. Hang on, that's not right. What the hell? He'd have $63 billion. But obviously he would have sold quite a lot of it early because he would have had to use it, right, to live. So I reckon he's at least got, I don't know, I reckon he's probably got at least 500 or $1 billion in Bitcoin, at least. Or maybe less, 500 million in Bitcoin. I don't know how much he has exactly now. But he bought 1 million Bitcoin at $1 each. That's crazy. That's crazy. Even 1,000 Bitcoin at $1 each, $1,000 back then, you'd still have $6 million. No. You'd still have $63 million if you bought 1,000 Bitcoin at $1. You still have 63 million today. Put it in the bank. Obviously, you wouldn't. You'd leave it in Bitcoin, but Bitcoin historically has gone up 150% a year. That's crazy, man. That is nuts. That is just crazy. So this is the sort of thing you can do in Bitcoin. Obviously, not everyone's would have bought at $1. I mean, I wish I did, but obviously, I didn't know about Bitcoin back then. But what I'm saying is, you can't let this opportunity by. You cannot let this opportunity go by because Tommy says no audio. Hang on. Hang on. Hello, audio. Oh, what? No audio on the... Yeah, it's probably no audio because desktop. Maybe there's no audio because there's it's not picking up the audio on the yeah, it's not picking up any audio on the when I play the video. Hang on. Yeah, it's probably not picking up any audio. let me just try it again. Hang on. It's just funny how...
Are you that guy who bought Bitcoin back in 2011?
Yeah, that's me.
How much did you buy one Bitcoin
you can't
for?
hear it now.
$1
And how many Bitcoin did you buy?
million.
Wait, if you bought 1 million Bitcoin for $1, how much money? Wait, how much money is that? Excuse me, sir. Are you that guy who bought Bitcoin back in 2011?
Yeah, that's me.
How much did you buy one Bitcoin for?
$1
And how many Bitcoin did you buy?
million.
Wait, if you bought 1 million Bitcoin for $1, how much money? Wait, how much money is that?
It's crazy. Of course he's laughing his ass off. I mean, would you? Of course you would. It's crazy. So hopefully you can hear that audio. But anyway, so what are you going to do now? No audio on DaVinci. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, hopefully, yeah, because I don't have the sound, desktop sound, but you better hear it. Anyway, so what now moving forward? Well, Bitcoin was a non-event, so we all know that. But what's going to happen now is what happened in 2000, and if you look at the Bitcoin halvings, you look at the history. What will happen is this: the price of Bitcoin will actually... Alright, okay, let me just explain what's going on here, okay? Let me just pull up the thing so I can show you. Okay, so this is... You gotta understand this is very important, right? This is why it's so important to get in early, alright? So obviously, it's still early. 63K is still early, okay? This thing's going to 1 million, okay? Kathy Wood said that this is going to 3.5 million, right? When the ETF was announced. First of all, Kathy Wood said is going to 1 million. Then when the ETF was announced and approved, then she changed her prediction to 3.5 million. Now I'm sticking with 1 million because I'm pretty conservative. Then she changed her prediction to 3.5 million by 2030. But this is before China. Now China's been approved. This is before China. This is before Hong Kong was approved with the Bitcoin ETF. So you could probably double that again. You're probably looking at 6 million by 2030. Now China's coming in. More money will flow in. 10 billion's already flowed in through BlackRock ETF. So what happens is this. This is the history of Bitcoin, right? But every time that it doubles, now every time that we go into a new halving, the significant every time that we go into new halving, the next all-time high takes longer. Why does it do that? It's because, let's say you have $1 million, right? You got to understand the tokenomics here. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing, okay? It just takes longer to get all-time highs. Let's say you got $1 million, right? Understand this. When you got $1 million and you double it to $2 million, right? Bitcoin's, market cap is 1 million. And then to double your money, Bitcoin's got to go to 2 million. Okay? So that means only, like another $1 million worth of Bitcoin's got to come in for you to double your money, right? Now, let's say for it to 10x, it's only got to go 10 million, right? It's another 10 million is going to come in. It can easily do it, 10 million. But let's say it's a billion. Now for it to 10x, it's got to go 10 billion. Can you see the difference? It's a lot easier for 10 million to come in than 10 billion. So as the market cap increases and gets bigger and bigger and bigger, because we're now at 1.3 trillion, for it to double, another 1.3 trillion has to come in. That's a lot of fucking money. Can you understand? So that's why when you bought Bitcoin earlier, it can easily double. But as it gets bigger in market cap, it's harder to double because more money's going to come in, right? That's why when you see all new all-time highs, they take longer. Okay? But the good thing about what's happened with Bitcoin and the regulations, the ETF, you got this white boy money coming in from Wall Street, and then you got this freaking Chinese money coming in from 1.3 billion people. This is going to be the game changer because there's people in China, they're starving for money. They're different to people in America. Their whole family structure revolves around money, right? It brings wealth, it brings prosperity. The whole ethos is around money. They think of money differently than they think of money in a Western family. It's important to in a Western family about money, right? Don't get me wrong, both cultures. But to the Chinese, it all revolves around money. Because if you got money, you've got everything. So the structure is built on that. Okay, so we're going to see a lot of money coming in from China. We've already opened the doors with USA, and so that's what's going to push this price up. But we need trillions to come into Bitcoin. But like I'm talking, trillions. It's got to pass gold. It's got to pass a lot of other. It should pass gold. We're talking, 10 trillion is going to come in, but that's chicken feed because when you think about how much money's in just the U.S. market, there's like I heard there's like 120, 130 trillion. And half, not even a tiny part of that's in Bitcoin yet. So when they start to realize, the scarcity of Bitcoin, because we just did another halving, trillions, even if 10 trillion came into the market, that's still nothing compared to how much money's out there. So, if I was you, and I'm not giving out financial advice, I'd be buying as much Bitcoin as I can because the longer you wait, the less profitable it's going to be for you, simply because of the tokenomics and how it works. All right, so you got to understand this, and you got to start accumulating as much Bitcoin as you can, because shit is going to hit the fan. I tell you, when the next one comes, it's inevitable, right? It's like the Matrix, right? It's like that scene with Neo and the Australian dude. He plays that part of the you know what I mean. They're in the train. They're fighting in the train, and he goes, "It's inevitable, Mr. Anderson." Because Mr. Anderson, it's inevitable, and that's exactly what it is, right? Because it is in the code of Bitcoin that every 210,000 blocks it halves. So the next one's going to be like 1.1 something stupid amount of Bitcoin is going to be produced. So to sum it up, what's going to happen in the next 6 to 12 months is the algorithm. Right now, the algorithm now of Bitcoin, the Bitcoin protocol is working for you. It's producing half as less. And guess what? The miners are like, oh, they're kind of pissed off because now they're making less. But the grand scheme of things is the scarcity. The scarcity is now taking effect. Everyone's getting less. There's less out there. Whatever's getting produced is getting bought up by whales. And there's only 21 million supply. 19 point something 3 Bitcoin is already produced. We get a ton of Bitcoin already lost every year from people losing their private keys, which is great. And there's just less Bitcoin out there, but the demand is keeps on going up and up. China's coming in, more money's pouring in from the US. We've got these applications that are getting built on Bitcoin on top of layer 2s. Smart contracts, so there's tons of use case for Bitcoin, but at the end of the day, it's a store of value. And It's that's what it's meant for. So you can buy your Bitcoin and hold it. So you don't no longer need to put your money in the bank. In the sense of getting you 1 to 2% per year, right? The banks aren't stupid. You know what they're doing? They're taking your money and then they're investing it into Bitcoin. They're making their 100% a year, which historically Bitcoin has done every year since the inception. And then they're paying you your 1.3% Bitcoin interest. They're laughing at your ass because you're not smart enough to figure it out. So that's what they're doing. We're at 1.25 trillion market cap, and this is only going to increase. And see, look at the circulating supply. Bitcoin is only 19,985,000. This is all. See, all the data's here. It's right in front of you. You just got to do your own research. Okay. And it's going to be, it's going to get more crazy, guys. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to get more crazy from here, and you want to don't get left behind. All right. So it is now working for you. The Bitcoin algorithm is now working for you. You got to understand that it's working for you 24/7. You just got to get enough of it. Just like our boy there, Da Vinci 15. When he wakes up every morning, what's the first thing he does? Does anyone know? Can you answer that question? What's the first thing he does? No, he doesn't fucking brush his teeth. He picks up his phone and he looks at his portfolio. I guarantee you that's the first thing he does. That is the first thing. I mean, he doesn't even probably roll. I mean, he's probably got a couple of hookers there. He doesn't even bother about them, right? That they come second. Then he just rolls over, picks up his phone, clicks on his phone, looks at his portfolio. Oh, and I made another 200 grand when I was sleeping. Right? Pulls that money out because it was profit. And then enjoys his day. That's what he does. So you can imagine when Bitcoin went up 5%, his portfolio would have been nuts. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, all you need to do is to accumulate more Bitcoin. Even me, I'm getting more Bitcoin, right? So, it's not that I'm greedy. It's just that I understand what's going on, right? And there's going to be literally people that are going to miss out. There's going to be people that understand it and get it and buy it and accumulate because we're still early. We're still very early. Okay? And then there's going to be people that are just going to be sitting around doing nothing, wondering and still trading their time for money. And they're going to miss out. They're literally going to be buying Bitcoin at, 500K. They'll come in later. They'll get it later. Don't be like that. So what I'm saying is, if you're still working a day job, all good. Nothing wrong with that, right? It's a means to an end. I get it. Trust me. But get your day job, use that money to then squirrel away and put it into Bitcoin. Put it on a Trezor. Do not buy a Trezor device on Amazon or eBay. Do not buy a Trezor device on Amazon or eBay. Buy it from Trezor.io. Because if you're buying it from a second-hand dude, you are asking for trouble. They know your private keys. They wait till you put your crypto on that device and then they steal it. Always buy it from the manufacturer, okay? Cost you like $100. Literally, that's it. That's literally how you can get rich. You can buy $100. Actually, not even $100. It's like $60, $65. Get yourself a Trezor device. Go and buy it now. Start accumulating some Bitcoin. You can use multiple sites. You can buy it with crypto. You can even use Coinbase. You can buy it with a card and just buy $50, $100 a week. Just do it now. Just keep on accumulating. Because guess what happened in 2028? That's right. I'll be here and I'll be talking about 2028 Bitcoin halving. And it's going to even get crazy because, by 2028, Bitcoin, in my opinion, is going to be at least 200,000 to 300,000. At least. Hey, Tommy will be sitting here going 200, 300. I don't know where Tommy will be. He'll be forever bloody traveling the world. I'm like, where's Tommy now? You know, like there's going to be people out there that are going to be laughing their ass off because they accumulated now, and then there's going to be other people that are still be at the day job. In this game, there's going to be losers, winners, and losers. That's just how it works. So, get your Bitcoin because you know what will happen now over the next 6 to 12 months is going to accumulate, producing half as many Bitcoin per block, and it'll just take some time to marinate and sort of reflect that scarcity. It doesn't reflect it instantly on that block, but it'll reflect it over time as it gets more scarce. As more Bitcoin gets bought up, you will see the price of Bitcoin go up to 100% guaranteed, right? Don't be surprised if we're at 100K, fairly soon. I'm not talking a month. I'm talking 100K maybe end of this year, maybe 150K at the end of this year. Don't be surprised if it gets to that 150K by the end of this year. That's kind of like what I'm thinking. Then it'll pull back, right? Then it'll pull back. So every time it pulls back, buy more. Okay, that's just what I'm doing. Okay, so but you want to be buying this stuff like on a regular basis. That's kind of like what I do, right? Just buy whatever your money you got. Instead of buying that new iPhone, instead of buying that brand new kicks or getting yourself some stupid thing that you buy and then you'll regret it later, just buy some more Bitcoin and then just wake up every morning, look at your portfolio, and then you once you start to accumulate, then you'll really start to see that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Bitcoin can do it for you. Alright guys, so that's about it. Just wanted to touch base and let you guys know that we're into the next one, and very exciting times. Also, what's exciting is our community coin buddy token, so check that out. We've also got our contest as well, so you guys can check that out for buddy token, where you can win some Solana. All the links I'll put below in the link tree, and the link tree's got all the links, so you can actually win some Solana. All you need to do is just like our socials and follow us and that. And that is actually, I'll have a look now, see how long we got to go. I think we're like the last day, 2 days left. Okay, we're 2 days left. We got 528 entrants. Okay, so this is what we do. We run this every week. Okay, so you can win some Solana, and I'll put the link below for you to check out. This is it here. Okay, it's this link tree, and you click on the second link here, and that's the competition. There it is there. Join, tweet, retweet, that sort of stuff, you know what I mean? And then you can join as well and get into Buddy Token. We're still in the fair launch. Okay, I'll put all the links below for you guys to check out. Join our Telegram and join our Twitter as well. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Yeah, it's been an epic ride so far, but it's gonna only get more crazy. So accumulate now. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.